So Kelsey Mitchell right here has been the August Eastern Conference Player of the Month. No question about that. They have lost one game. There's no one on the Liberty that deserves it. The Liberty have lost more games in the month of August, unless she has 2 points against Chicago Sky and they lose. Kelsey Mitchell is Player of the Month for August. And you can see here, Kelsey Mitchell sends message to WNBA amid playoff push. From Matthew Byrne. He is one of the main writers for the Indiana Fever. He's one of the main guys that gets the interview clips. But Indiana guard Kelsey Mitchell didn't care for the result of the colossal test. She didn't care as long as the Fever didn't get bullied and swept by the second best team in the league. Mitchell, of course, did play like she cared. The vet clutched up and struck her fourth three-pointer late in the fourth quarter. She actually struck her fifth, but the referees disallowed it for no reason. They had a reason. It was just a wrong reason. It regained a 78-77 lead for the Fever, who held on for a huge 84-80 win. She also hit a three to put them 83-80 up. That was... Look, just because the refs chalk it off doesn't mean that it's not still ice in your veins type shot. Mitchell and Clark, who set the WNBA three-point rookie record, spoke post-game as if they knew the Sun were going to waltz into games with Fieldhouse, and just as they've done to the Fever on the East Coast, try to physically bulldoze them with another win while making it look tantalizingly easy with their defense and team chemistry. In fairness, one of the games was literally neck and neck the whole way. But yet another sellout awaited Connecticut for the second time here. We had a lot of experience through the course of our first 12 games of Connecticut, New York, and teams like that. We're already experienced what it feels like to lose and have to battle and withstand that kind of energy. I think for us, it's about not taking it no more. You want to win or you don't. So, with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, the Fever only leading by 3 points. Clark struck her trademark dribble drive behind the back, step back triple over Connecticut's Carrington. The Sun guard did pickpocket Clark occasionally, but wasn't all over her like past meetings. I think Carrington did get the better of her, I'm not going to lie. But then Carrington hit one, Clark came right back, and then I'm pretty sure, was probably concussed. There an instant flashback start of season when she got leveled at home by Breanna Stewart. No. Breanna Stewart was a hard screen. This was a cheap shot. There are differences. The Jonquel Jones one as well, where she injured her ear. That was just a hard screen. They were not cheap shots. This one was a cheap shot. On Wednesday night, they didn't score. Connecticut didn't score in the final 3 minutes. That is the craziest thing about this, is you're looking at this team, they're playing tougher and they're laughing together. This is a team that clearly is... they clearly are clicking. And obviously Aaliyah Boston's great, but their best player post-Olympic break has been Kelsey Mitchell. Again, everything goes through Caitlin Clark. Absolutely everything goes through Caitlin Clark. Which means that without Caitlin Clark, nothing, the way they play currently doesn't really click. But that doesn't really matter at the end of the day, because their best player is still being Kelsey Mitchell. She has been shooting the lights out. She's been hitting clutch shots. Anytime it's close, it is Kelsey Mitchell that has been brilliant. Other than the fourth quarter against Atlanta, where I thought she was absolutely terrible, Kelsey Mitchell has been unbelievable. Kelsey Mitchell is sending a message to everybody. She's sending a message to the Fever GM, Lynn Dunn, the Fever owner, that you need me. You effing need me. That is basically the message that she's sending. And this team is sending a message to other teams that we can beat anybody. I think the Lynx, if I'm the Fever, I'm trying to dodge the Lynx because I just think there is so much of a coaching gap in just... the Lynx are just a team that... The worst part is, if I'm the Fever, looking at the standings, I would rather play the Liberty, who are a better team, than either the Lynx or the Sun. I don't know why. I just have a feeling that, I think the Sun will... I don't think they're going to beat the Sun 2 out of 3. I think they'll take one against the Sun. I think they're going to get swept by the Lynx. I think they'd have a better chance against the Liberty. But, you want to get out of that 7 seed. And if the Sun win tomorrow, they're into 6. I don't think the Lynx are going to lose many games the rest of the year. I think the Lynx are more than likely going to. Because, the Sun, if you haven't seen the Sun schedule, they have to play the Aces twice. They have a pretty tough schedule the rest of the year. So I would say, it's more than likely that they're going to end up in the 3rd seed. And you don't want the Lynx no matter what. So if I'm the Fever, I'm pushing for that 6th seed. That's basically where they were expected to be at the start of the year as well. So if I'm Indiana, if you can get Like, their next 3 games are against the Wings, the Sparks, and the Sky. Like, 3 of the 4 worst teams in the W right now. But if you can go and win those 2 games, or win those 3 games, you're 18 and 16. And with the run-in that the Aces have, if they can go and beat the Aces twice, you're looking now at pushing for that 5th seed. And that would be ridiculous. Like, that's where you want to be if you're Indiana. I don't think they'll get it. I really don't. But the Aces have to play the Liberty again. They have to play the Sun twice. I think they play the Lynx again. Or not. No, they don't play the Lynx again. They've already played them 4 times. But, like, and they've got the Phoenix Mercury a few times. Like, if you're Indiana, you want to get out of the 7th spot. You want to get into one of these 5 or 6. I don't think they're going to get it. I think they're probably going to end up 6. But again, if you can get 22 wins on a year for a team who has not been 500 since 2015, it's huge. And a mega reason for that is Kelsey Mitchell. Look, you pay Kelsey Mitchell whatever the hell she wants. Do I think Kelsey Mitchell is going to be like a long-term piece for them winning a ring? The version of Kelsey Mitchell that is playing right now, yeah, is the Kelsey Mitchell that has it in her head thinking, the version we have right now that's thinking, I need to find space. I need to run into space. I need to, rather than I need to go get the ball and go dribble ISO, her thought process is now, like, her whole thought process is how to score. Like, that's all Kelsey Mitchell thinks of. So now she's realizing, if I run the floor hard, cut hard, run into space, and spot up in the corner and wait for Aaliyah Boston to hit me on the pass when the defense is rotating off me, like, that is how she is wired at the minute. And her defense has stepped up big time. Kelsey Mitchell wired like that is, I'm trying to get a best shooting guard. She's the best scoring shooting guard in the WNBA. She is. When Kelsey Mitchell becomes ISO player, she becomes a worse version of Arike, Jewel Lloyd, Kelsey Plum. She is a worse version of all of them when she tries to go ISO. And I don't mean like isolation where the ball's kicked to her in like a one-on-one situation where she tries to go 1-on-5. And she can do that a lot. So the thing is, the only, like, it's all up here. Kelsey Mitchell's got all the ability in the world. It's all up here. And you've seen post-Olympic break how, like, mentality-wise and like way she's wanting to play, she is playing with that style with players as unselfish as Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. She can become the best 3rd option in the WNBA. And by 3rd option, I mean teams are guarding her like she's the 3rd option, and she's putting up near 30 a game because they're trying to guard her like she's the 3rd option. That's how good she is. She's putting up like 27 a game because teams are going to have to. Teams are not going to help off Aaliyah Boston. They're not helping off Caitlin Clark. And if they do start guarding her like she's the 1st option, oh, well, then that's Caitlin Clark going to drop 30 on you. That's Aaliyah Boston going to give you 28. Like, that trio, especially if Lexi Hull's hitting, are super, super hard to stop. And, like, look, first of all, it all starts with her. The vast majority of plays finish with her. This is a team that is clicking on all cylinders, and Kelsey Mitchell's a huge reason for that. Pay her whatever the hell she wants. Because she is sending a message. 1, you effing need me. And 2, I am the best effing shooting guard in this league. Is she? Probably not, but that's the message I think she's trying to send, and she's not far off it.